Hello, my name is Tamara Rivera. Today I'd like to talk about public speaking and effective communication skills. I would like to start with discussing the principles and components of effective communication. We use communication as a way of expressing our feelings, thoughts, and opinions and articulating ideas. Basically, communication is essential to share ourselves, our wants, and our needs. There are different ways to communicate, both verbally and non-verbally. We can have one-on-one conversations, speak to groups, in person or on the telephone, write a letter, or even send a text. Some important things to consider when communicating are tone of voice, language used, speaking loudly, and expressing yourself clearly, staying focused and to the point that you are trying to make. Also, keep in mind, body language, eye contact, hand gestures, and appearance play a factor in how audiences receive you. When using writing as a form of communication, always be sure to know your topic or the point you're trying to get across. Communicate clearly. Check for grammar and spelling errors. Get to the point and give supporting facts. Knowing your audience is also vital. It can help you prepare with your delivery and appearance. Are you speaking to teenage students or adult professionals? If speaking to teenagers, I may dress more casual, use simpler terms, and easier wording when delivering my speech. I would want them to find me relatable and understand what I'm saying so I am better able to engage them. Another factor to consider during public speaking would be the environmental factors and settings. Although these have nothing to do with the message or the delivery of your speech, it can influence how or if the audience receives your message. Let me explain. You want your audience to be as comfortable as possible. Climate is important. Is it too hot? Is it too cold? Is there seating available? Enough standing room to accommodate the expected audience? Are you prepared for inclement weather? What happens if it rains? Is it outdoors? Indoors? Are you ready for unexpected noise, traffic, construction nearby? Do you have access to audio-visual equipment? All these things play a role in effective public speaking. Here's an example. You are ready to speak to an incoming freshman college class. Your audience consists of both students and their parents. There are no seats available, and there is standing room only. There is a stage and a microphone. It is a hot summer day, and there are no fans or air conditioning. The audience starts coming in. You are presenting on tuition and orientation. Very important information for both parents and students. Your audience seems interested at first, but you see they are getting restless. They start walking around and they start talking amongst themselves, and you can see that they're walking further and further away from the stage. You hear complaints about the heat. You see them start leaving the room. Now that ones who are remaining are fanning themselves with the informational handouts that you gave out. Now they also are starting to leave the room. What could you have done to be more prepared? What if you presented on the floor in front of the stage instead of on it? That way you can welcome the parents, acknowledge them as they come in. Mingle, interact. What if you included a topic of heat in your opening introduction, so that way your audience knows that you relate to them and you know what they're feeling? What if you had a backup microphone? Maybe some fans. Do you think these things could have made a difference? Would you maybe put seats in the room to see if that would help them stay focused and focus on you as a speaker? A microphone, speaker, or podium can all be helpful with the sound and delivery of your speech. But technology can also be used to enhance your speech or presentation. Use visual aids like a slideshow, a PowerPoint presentation, or a handout. These can engage the audience and keep them interested. A PowerPoint presentation can be used as a visual component to highlight important facts of your speech. A handout can contain resources or references in relation to your presentation topic. One last tip. Remember to keep the audience interested and engaged. Try using both verbal and nonverbal skills. Ask a question to encourage audience participation. Use a facial expression to emphasize a point or encourage audience comments. Use hand movements and send signals to audience members, like a thumbs up or a smile to acknowledge the audience participation. I hope these tips help, and I want to wish you luck.